to the Dialogue Internet Podcast Network and another episode of Annie's Adventures. And now here's your host, Annie Perez.
Again, we are local, full service, understand the El Paso market. It's not like any other beast out there. What works in Austin, California, Chicago, New York is not going to work in El Paso, but what works in El Paso will work everywhere else. We're on mañana time, and we completely understand that. We can help you with everything from brokering deals for TV, radio, billboard, print, and OTT. It doesn't cost you anything to use me to do those negotiations. What?
No, you're doing great.
Oh, thanks. I'm just like I say it all the time. But it doesn't cost you anything to do those negotiations, or to use me to do those negotiations for you. Since I play so much with my other clients, I get a lot of deals, and then I just pass those on to you. And it's better than you going direct and getting rate card, right? We can also help you with digital marketing, like social media, websites. Video production is huge for us. Graphic design, photography, SEO, Google branding, everything and anything under the sun, I can help you with, including social media, influencing posts. I can help you with that too if you want. So I do like to start every podcast with a marketing question, and I'm going to go on and turn this around and introduce my awesome guest, Joseph. How you doing today?
Good, yourself?
I'm great. First off, you're with The Living Room.
Yes, ma'am.
One of my favorite bars by far in El Paso, right down the street from my hood in central El Paso, the new hotspot off of Piedras, The Living Room. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Heck
I'm
yes.
excited, a little nervous.
No, don't be. I ain't nobody.
So.
We got this. So it's real simple and fun, easy. I just want to start off asking a marketing question.
Great.
So what type of marketing do you guys do? Maybe what works for you, what doesn't? And do you have any tips or advice for business owners?
Well, the marketing we do is basically on social media.
Yes.
Instagram has helped us so much to grow. And the way I joined Instagram was my neighbor told me, get on Instagram to follow your kid.
Okay.
So then I did. And then he went to Snapchat. And Snapchat's
awesome.
just too fast. I can't figure it out.
Okay.
Well, anyway.
That's awesome.
I'm on Instagram, and I'm being helped on Facebook.
Yes.
Because I can't figure it out either. I kind of stayed away
I
from
love
Facebook. Because,
Okay.
I just heard that a lot of your exes or something will
Oh
find
my
you and all
gosh.
that good stuff.
You're like, no,
like, no
danger.
social media. Well,
Oh, man, I
anyway,
love
Instagram is the demographic that we
Yeah.
like, and then Facebook too.
Sure.
We're lacking behind on TikTok.
Okay.
So
Me too,
that's,
man.
oh
I don't
my
know how
gosh.
to grow my TikTok.
I don't know either.
I don't know how to do
I
it.
need help.
Help us. Just follow us. Give us some love and follow
Yes.
us.
And I think it's because I'm older with an ER.
Yeah.
But we're having a great time. We're just on it.
Yeah.
We try to be there daily, sometimes twice. We used to do it like every 2 or 3 days, but I think daily kind of helps
100%.
us. You could always delete, and the stories kind of go away anyway. I think when you promote and you pay on Instagram or Facebook, it's such a bargain. I mean, because if you go to like TV, radio, or national,
You're
it's
speaking
like
a language, Joseph.
it's crazy. So take advantage of Instagram and Facebook while the prices are low.
Yes.
Because
It will
once
go
they
up,
figure
yeah.
out that they're not charging as much, it's going to skyrocket or triple.
100%. 100%.
So that's what we're doing right now. Word of mouth, of course, is the best. So just be cool with everyone.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't be a jerk.
Yeah, don't be a jerk. I know that saying goes, the customer's always right. They are to a certain point, but you got to draw. You have to draw that line, and I think that customer will respect that line, and they'll respect you even more.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
yeah, I think it's cool, and I think if something goes eerie or goes wrong, explain it to the customer. Say, due to COVID, we're still backlogged in our team. We're kind of running behind. If your food's taking too long, go explain it to them. And the majority of 90%, they understand.
Yes.
So marketing, word of mouth, we do Instagram. We try to be as social as possible.
And you have a really good branding on Instagram too.
Oh, I appreciate that.
It's very it's aesthetically pleasing. and it's consecutive. Like I'm not saying consecutive. What's the word? It's not all the same, but it looks the same. The branding is there.
Well,
you know what I mean? I'm losing the word, but you know what I'm trying to say.
So is that? Are you saying we're doing a good job?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm saying you're doing a very good job.
Because we get
yes.
mixed reviews.
No.
I mean, I get like these professionals that come in and say, "You're all over the place." I'm like, well, my emotions are all over the place. I'm sorry. So,
I love it.
So welcome.
No, man.
Because I could be having a good day or a bad day, and sometimes you can tell.
That's hilarious. No, I like it. It's consecutive. Is that the word that I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Consistent.
Consistent.
Thank you. Oh my God, I'm like sweating over here. I'm like, that's not the right word. No, it's consistent. It looks the same across the board, you know what I mean? Whether it's Tuesday next week, a month from now, you know it's the living room.
Yes.
You have a certain flavor to it.
Thank you.
Chill vibes only.
Chill vibes only.
Yes.
Or keep moving.
Right?
Which is kind of rude, but
no,
hey,
man.
Chill vibes.
Yeah.
We're lovers and
that's all we're looking
and
for.
huggers.
Yes. And if you're not down,
yeah,
then you're not down,
man. We don't fight.
It's all
yeah.
good. You don't it's not for everyone, you know? But no, I get it.
Is that wrong? Like, it's
no,
not
I
for
don't
everyone?
think so.
It might be a turn off because it's like a negative
I think,
connotation or no?
I don't think that us saying that is wrong because I think that's for everywhere. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think some places, some people are going to like and some people are not going to like that. Some people are going to like and people aren't going to like. You know what I mean? It is, everybody's different and everybody's weird.
Right.
You know, they have their own flavors.
True.
But once you go to the living room and you step in, first off, you walk into a door that's full of grass. You know what I mean? It's like a grassy door. You open it, and then you're like, whoa, what is this? Like hippie paradise. It's freaking awesome. The bar is gold. It is pure gold. Yes. And then like the purple and the velvet. I love it all. It has its own flair that you will not find anywhere else in El Paso. It's all its own. So I love that. And if you haven't been if you're in El Paso and haven't been yet, you're definitely missing out. If it's been a while since you've been, I definitely recommend that you check it out. But so on the marketing, I do want to flip the camera and get a little nerdy because this is my favorite subject, marketing. I do like what you said, posting daily, as opposed you've tried the 2 to 3 times a week and noticed that.
Yeah, there's a drop too in some of our viewers and all that.
Yes, so that's why I tell you guys it's very important, whether you're open or not. Post on your wall at least 1 time a day. If you can do more, great. If you can do at least 1 time a day on the feed, and then 3 to 5 stories a day minimum. That's my recommendation. And that's just, I live on social media. I sell social media. I understand how the game works, and it is a chess game.
Oh, and you know what I figured out just 3 weeks ago is Reels.
Yes! That's the thing. They get the highest.
Yeah.
They get the highest.
Why?
That and live feeds.
Why?
Because it's video. People want to they consume more video content.
Okay.
And it's just like I was saying, it's a big chess game, and they have all these hoops and things that they want us to do, and special like jumps and stuff to do, and you know we have to do them right to get the most bang for our buck. And you're completely right. It's the most inexpensive, most direct form of targeting out there. Period. Well,
because I mean, I'm gonna throw this example out, and this is what I tell everyone. So sometimes I get some professionals and they come in and they're like, you're not content relevant, we can help you, blah blah blah. And then sometimes they do templates. There's advertising templates, and I agree with adding some templates. I get it, it works. But we want to be kind of like
more organic.
This is really us. We're not a corporation. Number 1, and number 2, I forgot.
I'm sorry. It'll come back. I'm sorry. It'll come back.
I forgot.
No, but yeah, you don't want to seem like there's a robot or something running in and stuff. Yeah, it's like we're posting. This is us
there's
posting.
There's a real person behind this.
I completely understand that. And so, yeah, everybody has their own strategies, but it is important just to play the game. And I'm so glad that you mentioned doing the paid posts because now we're really playing the game. Otherwise, we're just on the board. We're just on the board because our organic reach without putting any money in a post is less than 1% of our current following.
Oh, okay.
At random.
Oh, wow.
So we never know who is seeing what. We never know how often they're seeing it. So if you're a business and you're like, I don't want to post daily. What a weird thing to think and say. I don't want to post daily because I don't want to bother my clients.
And sometimes it's hard to post daily. And you got to make yourself come on.
It's a full-time
I mean, you
job.
get wrapped up. Yeah, it is.
And
It is a full-time job.
It is a full-time job, and it's hard coming up with content, but at the same time, it's not. And I'll explain how and why. So, like, when I say you don't want to post daily because you don't want to bother your customers, that's what I'm telling you. Less than 1% of your current followers at random are seeing it. So don't even think about that. Don't even let that be a thought in your head. You're not bombarding anybody. They're barely seeing your stuff. And if you're getting less likes, that's because we've lived on social media now for 10 plus years. We like less stuff. We follow your page. That means we like you and we're getting your content more regularly. We don't have to like every single post, but people are still seeing it, so don't stop posting. That goes for Facebook and Instagram, all that. It's super important. You need to be where the audience is, and in El Paso, it's on social media. That being said...
Oh, I remembered.
Yes, good. I'm like, where were we going next?
okay. So, there's a restaurant down the street from us, and, they DM us, and they're like, who does your social media? Who does your social media? I'm like, we do. We're like, oh.
Send them to me,
I'm like,
dude.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And then I'm like, well, if you need help, let me know. And then there's a doctor up the street on Mesa, and he's like, what do you do? What do you do? I'm like, just be yourself.
Yes.
You're a doctor.
Advice.
I think if you give some information,
like little tidbits, ask an expert.
People stop and listen.
Yes.
And they remember that. And I tell both of them, I'm like, when you walk into a restaurant, as soon as you walk into a restaurant, you look, there's a table, there's a family, they're all on their phone. And then you look to the left, they're all on their phone.
Yeah.
So your job is to get in their phone.
Yes, be where the attention
get in that
is.
phone.
Yes,
yeah,
100%.
and you want to be there.
Man.
And it's either with 30 hashtags.
Yes.
And what we do is we have what I do, what we do is we have 4 or 5
standards
hashtags that are standard that we save in our notes, and you cut and paste, and they're quick. Sometimes I've been harassed, we put this whiskey, but then we hashtag it with El Paso, Las Cruces, and then there's a pizza hashtag because we do pizza.
Yeah.
And then and then
like,
a wine, and they're like, why are you hashtagging that? That's not whiskey. I'm like, hey, but it's our lounge. That's our lifestyle.
Else.
That's what
yeah.
we do. I'm about to drink wine after this whiskey. I don't know. And
no,
water too.
But yeah,
okay.
but people, they don't really understand the game.
They don't understand the game.
They don't understand the game, and we're playing the game.
Yes.
We understand, and there's a reason to the rhyme, right?
Yes.
But
okay, so what's your input on that? 30 hashtags.
So I'm kind of weird because I do 30
not?
hashtags too, but then I try
but do you
not,
have to?
and then
but
then I hear less is more, but then I'm like, I don't see that when I do less. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's different for everybody. You just do what you feel comfortable with. If you see a drop, then go back to where it was not a drop. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think everyone's different. Everyone has their busy times and their slow times. I'm not like any other business out there. Like I tell people, at home, you guys, I'm suggesting things for you. I'm in marketing. Do what I'm doing myself. But at the same time, I'm not your average bear. Like I post 40 stories a day. That is not normal. That by no means is that normal. But at the same time, I'm sharing businesses I want you guys at home to go and follow and check out. So again, this is a lifestyle page. It's like if you're reading a paper, right? And I'm sending you suggestions to go do. Where
it is a lifestyle page because that's how you live, and you love it.
I love
and
my
you love
life.
eating, and you eat
job.
you eat all that food you post.
Man,
promise. No, it's a lifestyle.
It is,
that's what it is.
I was telling someone yesterday, we were like, what do you have to do that? I was like,
And you love your concerts.
I
and you love your music.
It's in my blood.
Lifestyle.
My parents were disc jockeys. My dad's an eater. My dad's a deal finder. So it's just, it is what I do. It's in my blood. But yesterday, I was like, I had to go eat sushi. I gotta go to Wet n Wild on Sunday. It's so hard. No, I love
awesome.
my life.
Yeah.
I have a great time with it. And that's how it should be. Whatever you're doing on social media, whatever your business is, love it, enjoy it, because people will see it and stay authentic to it. Yeah, stay authentic to yourself. Don't fit into some mold that you think that people want you to be in. No, be authentic, because it's harder to fit in that mold as time goes on, and it's just easier just to be you. And again, there's some people are cool, some people are not cool with it, and that's up to them, and who cares? There's other people.
It's
around
hard
the
to please
corner.
everybody.
Yeah, it is, and it's not your job.
No, it's hard
and
to please.
And it's so stressful,
Yeah.
and we want to live a less stressful life nowadays. Yeah, we should. So don't worry about it. Just do the. You're doing it right. You guys have awesome pictures. You guys have the the flavor backs it too. It's not just pretty aesthetics and everything.
Thank
You
you.
know what I mean? So when you come in, it's an enjoyable experience. Live music is coming, and I search for live music. I told you, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I wish you had more bands, but you're bringing it in, and so El Paso's opening up again, the world's opening up again, and more things are coming in. So I follow you guys. I see your marketing,
Thank
and
you.
I like it.
Thank you.
And if you can't take any more customers, send them my way. Send them my way. That's what I
Okay,
can help with.
so and I'll do that.
Yeah.
But we're just surrounded by good people
Yes.
like you.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
thank you very much.
It's my
And-
pleasure.
And Victoria, 'cause she comes and helps us
she's
with
such a doll.
some beautiful pictures.
Yes.
Republic, she's awesome. Christy,
Yeah.
Joe Dorgan helps me. It's
Yeah.
like everybody helps me,
Dude, Joe
and it's
Dorgan,
like,
I love it.
why are y'all helping me?
Because they
Leave me
love
alone.
It. They love it, man.
Yeah, but I appreciate it,
Yeah.
and that's
awesome.
I appreciate everything, and if you have this positive vibe, it attracts
Yeah.
positive.
Yeah.
Instead of negative, positive, right?
Yeah.
Positive, yeah.
Yeah.
And people can tell that you're having a good time.
Yes.
And we are having a good time.
Yes.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thanks.
And that's what you just mentioned, Joe Dorgan. I got Abel here. I'm like, I hang out with all my mom's old friends who she used to work with back in the day and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow,
she
that's
used to know
cool.
all these guys. And,
Oh, wow.
And because she was a disc jockey. That's why my mom was the one who introduced me to Tupac and
Oh,
Biggie.
wow. I
and
love
Insane
that.
Clown Posse, Eminem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
man, like,
Yeah. You're eclectic.
Yeah,
Girl. Yeah.
I listen to
Well, you love
everything.
all of it. Yeah,
I
and me
love it
too.
all.
We love it all.
Yeah.
It's like I drink it. Well, I drink it all. I eat it all, and I listen to it all.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was me minus the drinking now. I used to
Yeah.
drink it all. I would drink
Yeah.
whatever was in front of me.
Hey, you did your part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
I used
you're
to
gonna
live
chill.
in Austin, so I don't
Yeah.
drink anymore.
Oh
I
yeah.
left that there.
Yeah. Well, they have gummy bears now.
Oh, I hear about those gummy bears. I hear about those.
What are you laughing about? What are you laughing? Yeah.
So let's talk more about the living room. What are some of the things
No.
that you guys? Yes. What
No.
are some of the things you guys have going on? You have a show coming up. It's Wednesday. You got deals on Wednesdays. You have a full menu, and your menu. I went for the first time to eat. I keep hearing about the food. I went for the first time barely last Wednesday. I kicked myself because I live right down the street, and it's
Yes.
the first time I ever ate the food, and it was freaking amazing.
Oh,
Very
thank
good,
you.
delicious. So I spent $3 on hummus because it was a Wednesday and 25% off, and that
Right.
hummus was like, wow.
Made from scratch. No
Everything.
preservatives. We
Yes.
make it in the back. And once you try the hummus, I get some people that say, I know my hummus, and this is good. I'm like, thank you.
I know
I'm a
my
hummus
hummus.
snob. This is
Oh,
good
yeah.
stuff, and I love it.
It is.
Yeah, and Alvaro and Sasha in the back, they're just
They're killing it.
they're artists. So
I love
I'm
it.
surrounded by artists. There's artists in our kitchen. There's artists making cocktails. There's art in the wall. There's art in the music.
Yes.
There's these DJs are artists. I'm just surrounded by all these artists, and I don't know what to do. Just take it all
Yes.
in. I just take
Soak
it all
it
in
up.
and I enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And,
awesome. That's a good way to see it. I see what you're saying.
I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's got this talent, and it's a mesh. And when we have our meetings, we do talk about that,
Mm-hmm.
and we talk about, I want everybody involved. Everybody in the kitchen, come out and say hello.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, in a previous job, they didn't let us come out and say hello. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why? This one lady had, this 3 ladies had our meatballs, and they're like, I want to meet the guy that made the meatballs in the bag.
That's awesome.
Because we make them from scratch, and then Alvaro, they want to meet you. And these
awesome.
3 beautiful ladies. So he comes out and he's like, yes. And like, he made your meatballs. They like your meatballs, Alvaro. And he's like, hi. He's super nervous.
nervous.
And then so I push him, and he's like, don't push me. I'm nervous.
God.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
we have a great time all the time.
Yeah,
That's
I
funny.
love it. I love it.
And our cocktails, we make all the ingredients from
Yeah.
scratch. We squeeze everything. Every Wednesday, we make all our dough, everything we're going to put on our pizzas. We make it fresh, and we use it just that for the next 4 days. Whatever doesn't sell, we take it home and eat it,
Heck yeah.
or we give it away.
Everyone's a winner.
Yeah, and then we start again.
I love it.
And that's why sometimes we sell out.
Okay.
Because we just didn't make enough.
Sure.
But we just don't want any leftover. We don't want to throw away
Excess.
any food.
Yeah.
Excess.
Yeah.
And our nachos have taken off too. So that has a pulled pork that's been smoked for like 4 hours. We do some cheeses. We do some good nacho chips, and then we stick it in the wood-fired oven, and they get really toasty.
Keep talking.
Yeah.
Sticking my language, man.
And so, and our pizza is made fresh. All the ingredients are fresh.
So good. So cheesy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and so our recipe is
meats,
from Miami
too.
and New York kind of mesh.
Okay, it's a fusion.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, what we do have coming up is, so for Christmas, I went to New York and New Jersey, and we went to Little Italy, and so we're having a great time with all these Italians,
Yes.
and we were having their pizza just to compare how our pizza is, and ours wasn't better, but it wasn't worse. It was right there next to them.
Okay.
So we had a great conversation, and they're like, "Hey, Joe, so you do pizza?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I started showing them pictures. And I'm like, "Let me see your menu." So I pull out the menu. I'm like, "Check it out." And they're like, "Hey, check it out." Yeah, check it out. And then I happen to have it right here. And then so they're like, "Hey, do you mind if we pair some wines with your pizza and calzones?" We're like,
What?
"Oh, that would be cool." He goes, "We're going to put the best-selling wines in New York, and they're going to complement your pizzas and your calzones." And I'm like, "That's cool." He goes, "You don't mind me doing that?" I'm like, "No, do it."
Why would you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's this cool dude, Thomas Canario. And then, I mean, a day later, the list comes in, and we get the list. It's a cool list, and all the wines are like $15 or $25.
What?
And they're all delicious and affordable.
That's
so
amazing.
yeah, so we're gonna revamp our
Wine list.
wine list to complement all this.
Dude.
And this is just the best sellers up there that they're doing. And
So
he
you're
said,
bringing something new to El Paso too. These are
And-
sounds like stuff you're
Yeah.
not gonna find a selection anywhere else.
no,
And it complements specific your food.
exactly. And so they were looking at our
Fire.
wine list, and they're like,
Fire.
"Hey, you played it safe. These are name brands.
Sure.
But it's all good."
Sure.
He goes, "You're doing good."
Yeah.
He goes, "But add this twist."
Damn.
And we're like, I'm like,
I'm excited.
"Why do you
for
do this?" I'm
I'm
like, "I don't know. Why are people cool?
Why
I love
are they
it.
cool?
Peace and love." Yeah.
I love it.
Yes.
Heck
I love
yeah,
it.
man,
Yeah.
that's exciting. So is that
Yeah.
already now, or
No,
when is
that's
that?
coming in a few weeks.
Okay.
Because
Dude.
we got to order some of that wine in.
That's
But it's
awesome.
great tasting,
Great prices.
good prices,
And complimentary to the
yeah,
food.
and it's from those Italians up
That's
there.
amazing. Damn.
So can't wait
I'm
to do that.
excited. Yeah, so go
we're
and
excited.
check them out for that for sure. And we were talking a little bit online about your food, how it's starting to pick up more and more. People are getting word of that you guys have an amazing menu. It's not just a good menu, guys. It's
Thank you.
amazing. We got a charcuterie board I really
Oh,
want to
yeah.
try.
Yes.
I hear good things about all, and I'm telling you, the sandwich list looks amazing. I want to go through the whole damn thing and try them all.
Oh, thank you.
They're only $7 on a regular day. I'm
Yeah.
like losing my mind. I don't know how many people I've
we
told
have this
this.
tomato gourmet basil soup that's delicious too. You got to try it too.
What?
Yes.
I love tomato
It's
basil. I
delicious.
just had some today at Farrah. Oh my god, I need to eat it all. I'm gonna go every week.
Thank you.
I want you guys to
Where
go
does it
out and try
go?
them. I
I
gotta
mean,
go
do you
work
like-
out,
are
man.
you
and I
working
can't
out
stop
all the time or
moving.
what?
I work out. I can't stop. I gotta move.
Do you
move
sleep with a
to-
plastic bag?
I sleep
Like the hefty
upside
bag?
down, so no.
Yeah, that's fun.
So we talked about the menu. What you got?
Yes.
Charcuterie boards. You have nachos. You've got pizzas. You
Paninis.
got sandwiches.
Oh, and we have a Nutella calzone, which is our
Ooh.
dessert. Yes, it's delicious.
I've
yeah,
heard
and
good
then we
things.
sprinkle it with some cool stuff. What's that mazapan? Is it mazapan? We make a mazapan
wow.
little mix, and then we sprinkle it on top.
on a Nutella calzone.
On the Nutella calzone. Yeah.
And the
It-
crust is so good, so I
it
can only
is.
imagine.
Yeah.
I love dessert calzones. And then you guys also have brunch on Sundays, right?
We have brunch, and it's on Sundays only. It's at 11 o'clock. So it's a vegan pozole,
Boom.
and it's a vegan menudo.
Bam.
And we don't use any chicken broth because that's not vegan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just in case you're not vegan, and we smoke the tofu. In case you're not vegan, we can add some smoked pulled pork on either one,
Okay.
and you can have it like that, and people like it.
Yeah.
People have been coming. We do have an app. You can download our app now. We're on the
Ooh.
Apple Store.
Awesome.
And you can do it to go as well
That's
too.
awesome.
Yeah, and we're excited. So we complement it with a $1 mimosa, and we have red beers.
$1 mimosa?
Yes,
Shoot.
you gotta be careful
Oh my gosh.
because it creeps
Moy,
up on
are
you.
you hearing this? Moy, the artist, I saw him there last week. It was his first time.
He bought a piece.
Dude.
Yes.
He's
He bought some
seriously
art.
like one of the
Yeah.
most straight up legit dudes, all around good
cool.
guy out there.
Yeah.
I see him all over the place.
Uh-huh.
He is an amazing artist himself. Like
I didn't know that, and I
amazing.
saw his IG, and I was like, wow.
Dude, yeah.
Why were you here? This is cool.
Well,
yeah.
So
Yeah.
him and his wife came in, and I was like, "Hey, you're here," and they're like, "Yeah, it's our first time." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm so glad you came
Yeah.
in," because,
Oh.
like I said, they go to all the cool spots, and that was their first time. They loved it.
Oh,
So
awesome.
yeah, I just saw his name
Awesome.
right now, and that's why I was like, "Are you hearing this boy?"
He's a cool dude.
He is very
yes,
cool.
and he's an artist, and he
Yes.
supports the artist.
Yeah, but it supports all of El Paso and
Yes.
El Paso local, which is really
Yes.
cool too.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of love for the city.
Now, let me tell you something. Las Cruces has some good artists, and they
Yeah, they
feel
do.
like sometimes El Paso doesn't answer their phone, and they'll call me, and we do some exhibitions from Las Cruces.
No, really?
And you know,
That makes me
I think
sad.
El Paso artists should be featured in Las Cruces too.
I think it should be
they've got
both.
some
Sister
disposable
city
income
stuff.
over there, yeah, and help each other.
Dude.
Yeah,
I
and
would
also
like to help in that.
Mexico and Juarez has some beautiful
This
artists.
whole area,
The whole area is
has so
awesome.
much talent,
Yeah.
and like you were saying earlier, the art is unbelievable.
Yeah,
just
it-
in our little pinky, man,
It
in
is.
this whole
Yeah.
area.
Well,
but the
it's
food,
like a flower. El Paso's like a flower,
Oh.
and it's starting to bloom.
It's
and
really
bloom.
blossoming.
It's
yeah,
it's awesome.
It's taking
Yeah.
off right now, and
Yeah.
it's just gonna get better. I keep saying it's on its way to being a mini Austin, whether you see it
It
or
is.
want to see it or not.
It is.
Happening right now. Look at the housing market. Look
You're
at
right.
it. You
You're
know what I
right.
mean?
You're
Like
right.
El Pasoans can't even afford to live here anymore.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's happening, and it's exciting, and it's growing pains. You know, Moy
Yeah.
said, "I sure am hearing this," and thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Moy. You're the best. So yeah, that's really exciting. But I'm really sad to hear that about the Las Cruces
they
artists. Like,
feel
reach
like
out
that
to me. I want to
sometimes.
help.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna tell them to reach out
Yes,
to you.
everybody reach out to
Yeah.
me, because that's
Okay.
what I love to do is
Cool.
connect
Yeah.
people, you know. And even like Dirk Cobain is coming back to town.
Awesome.
You know who
Yeah.
he is,
Yeah,
yeah?
yeah.
Dude, he's traveling artist, and he's coming back this summer. So if anybody at home is looking for, or a business is looking for a mural, reach out to me to set that up too. But yeah, anything for the arts, anything.
awesome.
Yes. That makes me so sad,
Yeah.
because there's amazing artists over there.
Oh, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
Juarez.
Juarez has beautiful art
Dang.
over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just we really are in a diamond in a rough, if
Yeah.
you will, just because it's the desert, but it's a beautiful place to be.
You're right.
You know. So we got food. What type of drinks that stand out to you guys compared to other places that they can like come in and look for? I know we got specialty drinks made just for you guys.
We do have specialty drinks. We won the top 10 margarita by
No
El
big
Paso
deal.
Inc.
Yeah,
no
you
big.
know.
But I think if you, it is a big deal.
It is a huge deal.
Here's my perspective.
That's
Here's
so
my
cool.
perspective. Okay, are y'all listening? We got top 10 margarita, jalapeno margarita.
What?
It's our top 10 jalapeno margarita by El Paso Inc. A
Yes.
year or two ago.
Congratulations.
But I think if you're top 10 in El Paso, you got to be top 10 in the U.S. I mean, because we got to be the margarita capital
Yeah,
of the world.
you're not wrong there.
Wasn't it invented at
right across
Kentucky
the
Club?
border? Yeah.
Well, then.
Yeah. I like your style.
So,
I like where you're
so
going with
try
that.
it. Yeah.
It's true.
It's true. Yeah.
That's awesome,
yeah,
man.
and we have a great selection of whiskey. So the 25% off is like, so instead of going and buying a $1,000 bottle, because some of them are $200 bottles, why pay that if you can have a couple of ounces here with us, 25% off, and you can try all these high-end tequilas, whiskeys. Well, we have them all.
You don't have to buy the whole bottle.
And you have to buy the bottle.
But you can try them all.
But you can just try them all.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
buy
So we
one
have
bottle or try them all.
Yeah. And we have some rare whiskeys and we have some rare tequilas.
Like
as well
what?
Too. Let's see. Well, we have all the Clase Azuls. So there's a Clase Azul that's a blend. One of the places down the street sells it for $300 a
Dear.
serving.
What?
Yeah, we do it for $75.
Okay.
So that's the
Good
big
to
price
know.
difference. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And the wine and the whiskey, we don't have the largest selection, but we have the best selection.
Okay.
And
like
the wine
that.
too. We don't
Yeah.
have to have the largest, but we have the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna get better too.
I
Yeah.
know. So I hear.
Yeah,
Little birdie
yeah.
just told me. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So-
awesome.
So we're digging them all. We have a coffee cocktail. It's called like Wake the Fuck Up. Sorry, but
No.
but we have our Guinness on nitrogen. So we teed off to that, and we do our keg, our coffee keg with nitrogen.
Okay.
And we blend it together because Picacho roasters in Las Cruces gave us their formula on how to let it ferment for like 24 hours. And if you do it for 48, you get the really
Even
caffeine all
better.
crazy.
Okay. Oh, man.
Yeah. And we
That's
put it on
too
a
much.
keg. Yeah. So it's only 2 per serving. Yeah. Because then you get all like crazy,
like, you can't have
or your
more than
stomach
2.
gets all like nuts. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
So that's what we do. Sometimes we have a rough night. We come the next day. We're like coffee shots.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Round on the house.
Let's go. Yeah.
That's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, so we do all the cocktails, and then we do your normal. We have 13 taps. We're always mixing our craft beer, and we must have like 100 craft beer selections.
Oh, wow.
We do, and we're always rotating it.
Yeah.
And we always, if a customer recommends, hey, can you bring this? We bring it.
That's
we bring
awesome.
it, and we do listen to our customers.
Yeah.
Hey, can you bring this whiskey? Yeah.
Come check it out. Yeah.
We got
That's
you a bottle.
awesome.
Let's try it.
Heck yes.
So that's what we do.
And what was that margarita called again? So people can
Well,
go
it's
try
called the
it.
jalapeno margarita.
Bam, jalapeno
Yeah.
margarita. Where are
I
you
think it's
gonna
called a
get that?
velvet margarita. We call it velvet
Go
margarita.
get that,
Yeah.
guys. And I have a question for musicians out there. Are you guys taking different musicians? or?
We are. So we're doing live music on Thursdays and Fridays.
Woo!
We're easing into it.
Woo! I'm sorry. I'm like excited. It's right down the street
Yeah.
from me.
And we do DJs on Saturdays. So
Awesome.
we're trying to just kind of add some consistency because we're not consistent. But you got to be consistent in other things. Like the food, you got to be consistent, which is really hard.
Yeah, sure.
And we want our live music and our DJs to be a little bit consistent.
Okay.
To add a little bit of structure because we're just all over the place. And we're excited about that. Oh, and then Joe Dorgan and I are working on a venue on the west side.
Oh.
So it should be ready in 2 months.
Do you want to talk about the sale already?
No.
Nope. Oh.
No.
I love it.
I was talking
You're
to
so
Joe.
fun.
I was talking to Joe. I'm like, I'm going to mention it. He goes, you better not. I'm like, okay. Can I mention a little bit? He goes, mention just a little.
I mentioned just a little.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to, you can.
Yeah.
But if not, you don't have to.
Okay. Yeah. So you'll be
Or always
you're
tag
gonna
me
be
and I'll
so
share
excited.
things.
I will.
Okay.
And it's got a huge stage,
Dude.
and it's got a big DJ booth. And,
What did you want to talk about?
And I want lasers and fog machines.
And bubbles, lots of
And
bubbles.
a lot of bubbles. And I just want to like run like a butterfly.
I'm
through
excited.
it.
I'm excited. I
Okay.
want to be a butterfly.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So
What's
we're
up,
excited
Joe?
about that. And again, it's just gonna be like a 80s, 90s vibe. You know, just because that's when I grew up, in the 80s and 90s. Just and my parents. Yeah. Disco balls.
I
Yeah.
I want to guess. Can I call in my lifeline? No, I have a guess. I'm going to tell you
Go
my
ahead.
guess later.
Yeah.
Not now.
Oh yeah,
It's
not
not
like
for them.
I told Joe, I'm like, I want to order 30 disco balls. He goes, no, you're crazy. Just order 20.
Look, someone's guessing. Look, there's already guesses.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they're coming.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, we're excited.
Yes.
And to bring out of town bands and local bands. First local bands, and then out of town.
Please
Yeah,
let me
first
work
local,
with you guys
and then everywhere
however
else.
I can.
Oh, that would be
around
cool.
that. Yes.
All right, deal.
Because
Deal.
you already know me, like music.
Yes.
That's keyword. I'm ready there.
Well, you're my demographic.
Ah, yes.
The secret's out.
The secret's out, El Paso. It's
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
It's on its way.
Yes, yeah.
And
so
you
we're
said
excited
2
about
months?
that. In 2 months,
That's
it'll
real
be ready.
quick.
Yes,
That's real quick.
it is. It's coming
boom.
quick. So we've been working on that.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much.
Congratulations,
Thank you
El
very much.
Paso, because it's about to get lit even
Yes.
more so.
Yeah.
What else? Have we covered everything that we wanted to mention?
I think we covered everything. Oh, I asked you to help me because we got a building
Yeah.
in the west side.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're gonna have a big garage
That's
sale.
the one I wanted to say. Did you want to talk about the sale? or
Yes.
No. Okay.
Okay. So I'm just gonna put a Craigslist
Okay.
post maybe for this Saturday. So anybody that's listening right now, it's first dibs. But in 3 weeks, and you're gonna help me promote it.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to Facebook. We're gonna pay and put some big tents. So we have $300,000 worth of inventory right now.
Wow.
It's like a 40-year accumulation in a 10,000 square foot building, and it's formerly Westside Lighting, which is off I-10, next to Rudolph Chevrolet Enterprise, Rudolph Honda. So Saturday we're gonna have pre-sale before our big sale. So if y'all want to come by and Stop by.
When is it?
So we'll be open tomorrow and up to Saturday, but
Okay.
our big sale is like in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yes. So it's just a lot of lighting and accessories.
Yeah.
Like tons of
Well, and
lighting.
everybody's doing reno projects right
Yeah.
now, building houses, fixing their houses and stuff. So this is
Yeah.
perfect opportunity to save some big money.
It is. And some of
said
the
up to
lamps,
75%
the lamps
off.
we're doing 50 to 75% off or best offer.
I love it.
OBO.
Yeah. Bulk buys
yeah.
accepted.
I got 3,000 lamps there right now, and we're just blowing them out like at $25 or $70. Yeah. Yeah, with the shade and everything.
What?
Yeah. Because we're going to remodel the
like
inside
this
and the
weird
out.
nervous lamp. I'm
Yeah,
like,
like, wow. So you have to come by quick.
yeah.
Yeah. There's some cool stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. Everybody
Yeah.
at home,
Yeah.
go get some new lighting on Super Duper Trooper sale.
Yes.
Awesome. Anything else? Where
That's
are you
it.
located? Where's the living room located?
Okay, so the living room is located at 2310 North Piedras, and it's where Carter's Flowers is.
Yes.
And we're on the left side of Carter's Flowers. So, often we post, we play with flowers during the day and we shoot whiskey at night. You have a problem with that?
I love
You got a
that.
problem with that? Because that's what we do. We ride Harleys like we stole them. We ride dirt bikes like we stole them.
Yes.
We work on hot rods on the weekends, and we drive them like we stole them. Sometimes they break.
Okay.
And it's just a lifestyle.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. And I'll tell you a little bit how the living room started. Is it was just a private bar for my friends and I.
Okay.
And we used to just ride our Harleys there and park them inside and have a good time.
That's amazing.
For like 2
didn't
years.
Want people to know we're in
Yeah.
there.
And then I met some artists in San Elizario, and they're like, hey, can we show our pieces there and have an art show? Because we're kind of far and you'll be more central. So I did. And then Michael Myers from Artavinos came and saw it, and he goes, dude, you got to open this place up. I'm like, well, then help me. He goes, deal. So the following day, he ordered a fridge. He ordered computers. I'm like, dude, chill out. He goes, well, you said you're going to open it up. I'm like, all right, Mike. So we opened it up, and that's where we're
Making it
at.
ever since.
Yes,
That's
we
awesome.
are. And it's been hard.
All businesses.
But you just got to keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep going.
Exactly,
Keep going.
exactly.
Yeah. Because it's not going to happen in a month. It's not going to happen in 6 months.
Dude.
It might not happen in a year or two. But stick with it. Stick
Yes.
with it. And then
It'll come.
And then good people start showing
You're
up,
the cheers.
coming by.
Like, you're my cheers. Seriously.
Thanks.
I love going in there. I love the bartenders. They're always cool.
They're very cool.
It's just, and cool people hang out there.
Yeah.
I met some cool
Yeah.
cats there. And you guys have an outdoor patio. It's pet friendly.
It is.
Like, what the heck?
It is. We're getting ready to cover it up too.
Oh.
So,
for
and
the
then we have
sun.
another room that we're gonna ease into Carter's Flowers.
Oh, wow.
That we just might open it up when we get busy, and that's gonna be like a blue and gold room.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
maybe in a couple months.
I
Yeah.
call rooms by the colors too.
Oh,
so
you do?
I appreciate
Okay.
that.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
yeah.
like, oh, what's that
the
gonna look
blue
like?
room's
Yes.
gonna open it up. Yeah.
Oh,
And maybe
I
we'll
love
just spin
it.
vinyl over there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
so,
way cool. I'm excited to see everything.
So
that's
that'll be
coming
like
for
2 or
you.
3 months. We're just kind of busy.
Projects on top of
we're
projects on top
fine-tuning.
of
Yes.
projects.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. It's good problems to have, right?
Yes.
Less to
yeah.
be stressed.
So there's bad problems and good problems.
Yeah,
We're having good problems.
that's good.
You have good problems
I
too,
have
right?
good problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. And it's just stay persistent, keep at it,
Yes.
do all the good stuff. It's been so fun talking to you.
Oh,
I'm
thank you
telling
very
I hope
much.
we get to
I've
hang out
seen
and do
you.
this
I've
more.
I've talked, and when did we formally meet?
I feel like it was at So Far.
I
So
think
Far
so.
Sounds at
Finally.
Dead Beach.
Yeah.
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 And in
Yes.
the line.
And in the
Yes.
line. Yes. Yeah.
It was
Because
awesome.
I'm kind of shy, and I'm
Okay.
like, hey, what's up?
I'll talk to you wherever.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what's up, buddy?
Yeah. And I'm not. And I'm surrounded by great people, and so when I go into the living room, I usually go in as a customer,
Oh, okay.
and I pay as a customer,
Okay.
and have a good time like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
customer.
yeah.
And they're like, do you want me to go back there and help you? You're like, no. Stay over there.
I like it.
And I love it. They're like, stay over there. I'm like, all right.
Nice. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been asked to leave.
They're like, you're not
They're
welcome
like-
back here again, dude.
In my own place, they're like, I think you need to leave, you and your friends.
I'm cutting you off, Joseph.
And I'm peaceful. I'm like, okay.
It's time, huh?
It's time. Yeah, and that happens. And
Hey.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to respect that.
You can call an
So,
Uber. It's
yeah,
all good.
yeah. I've been kicked out of a few places, and And then sometimes I go back the next day. They're like, "What are you doing here? You got kicked out." I'm like, "But that was yesterday." Doesn't it reset?
That's awesome. So if you've ever
Doesn't
been
it
kicked out of the
reset?
living room, there's a reset button, I guess.
Right?
Yeah.
See, I've been kicked out of the living room. I've been kicked out of the house.
There's a bar called The House?
Well, my house.
Oh my God, you're awesome.
I've never been kicked out of Peter Piper.
Well, that's good.
I think I've been kicked out of the mall.
Hey.
Have you ever been kicked out of anywhere?
Yeah, but we
Yes.
won't talk about that.
I think I've been kicked out of a gas station.
it was like a
I've been asked to
Wu-Tang
leave, and I go,
concert
okay,
or
I gotta go.
something.
Yeah, I've been kicked out of
for another
Barnett.
day.
Harley-Davidson.
You've been kicked out of the
Yeah, they're
motorcycle
just like,
store?
hey, you gotta leave. I'm like, all right.
Just like,
Fine.
you've been here all
Fine.
day, dude. And like,
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but it's all good, though. It's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah.
So, one more time, how do people find you?
On Instagram, 2310 North Piedras. So where where all those cool bars are down the street? We're a quarter mile up the street.
Yeah.
We're a little distance from them, and I also got mixed reviews like you're too far. Oh, you did a great job. I'm like, who cares? We're
there's-
here.
And there's always going to be people who don't have enough ice in their ice water.
Yeah.
And that's just how
Yeah.
it is. And
And-
people are
and
smart
we've
enough
been
to
doing
read
good.
the reviews
Yeah.
and be like, oh, this guy. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's been good. We've been good. People come up there and we have a great time with them. So you could also rent it out for weddings. We've done
okay.
weddings, baby showers, graduation showers. West Star Bank, beautiful people.
Wow.
They've been another nice people. They're
Yeah.
always like, what do you need? What do you want? I'm like,
Wow.
hey dude, y'all chill out. So one of their
That's
colleagues, Michelle, graduated and they came and packed the house on Sunday,
cool.
and we broke our Sunday records.
Wow.
Yes. And then our food, for many years we only did like 10 or 20% of our sales was food. Well, me and Alvaro, our head chef, we're like, let's put a plan together. Let's get a professional photographer. Let's get our menu out. Let's get our menu and stick to it. Let's add consistency and let's promote it. And we got restaurant numbers now. We're at 55 to 60% in food sales.
That's awesome.
And we're so happy.
Dang.
And you've been promoting it. Other people have been promoting it.
for
And it
sure.
helps.
Heck
It
yeah.
really does.
Yeah.
And we went from that 10 to 20% all the way to 55 to 60.
Look at you guys.
Yeah, and we're
That's
excited.
awesome.
We're excited. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
And it's all due to you guys at home. That's why we got to go out and support these local businesses. It's up to us to help them grow, to bring cool stuff to the neighborhoods, right? That's all we complain about. There's nothing to do. There's no place to go. But there are. You just have to get up and go. So go on and support them. Anything else you want to mention?
That's all. I just want to
sure?
thank you.
No, thank you.
No, this is
Thank
awesome.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
This is cool.
Anytime.
I'm
And
glad we got together and talked.
Me too.
I mean,
Yeah.
because it's hard.
But I feel like
but-
we can hang out.
Yeah,
and do
let's
more
do
of
it.
this.
Yeah.
for
Okay.
sure.
Now that the
Yeah.
ice is broken and
Woosah.
like we can hang out.
Woosah. We survived.
Yes.
Look, no scratches, no blood.
Right?
Yeah. All right, guys. So real quick, there are a couple things that I do want to mention before we take off. Hamachi Sushi. Go and eat there today. Today, they're celebrating their 12 years of being open. If you've been open 12 years, doesn't matter what business you have, that says something about you. 12 years open, Hamachi Sushi on the northeast side of town. Go show them some love, whether you dine in, take out, order, pick up, whatever it is, delivery. You all get a free pair of chopsticks. Everybody who eats there gets a free pair of chopsticks. The owner, Lucy, is so sweet. Her staff is amazing. They're on it. It's a really cool venue. They also have private rooms, so if you want more of like an intimate dining experience, you could do that. They have the sushi boats. They have the ice creams and the fish. You know what I'm talking about. That stuff is hard to find, and they got it all in one place. They got a brand new katsu fried
That little
rice.
cat that goes like that.
No. It's on
That
my
little-
post.
the little cat.
No.
I'm messing.
They have a new dish out. I did a post on it. You can order their sushi. They have a huge menu. Very good prices. Go and support them today. If you can, please, again, tell them I sent you. You get a free pair of chopsticks when you go and eat today. But if you haven't ever been, it's been a while, go and check them out because it's very good. It's my favorite sushi in town. Bless you, Leonard. And I totally
Bless
recommend it. Also,
So the free chopsticks, they're those brown ones that you always get?
No, well,
They're free?
they're brown, but they have like a really cute design on them.
Oh,
She
okay.
brought them from Cali.
Okay. So they're special chopsticks.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
cool.
special chopsticks. Her family lived in California,
Uh-huh.
and so she has a hamachi here, and her brother has a hamachi in LA.
Wow. Okay, that's
so
cool.
they go back. She goes back and forth. So
Wow.
she like really brings some cool stuff here.
Oh,
and she
wow.
brought these back from LA with her to give to us and stuff. So it's really cool.
Damn.
It's a sweet treat. You know, she
Yeah.
wants to thank everybody for supporting her. So go on down Hamachi Sushi and tell them I sent you. Also, I want to mention, if you don't mind, if you have a couple minutes, maybe go to elpasoinc.com. There's a voting, best of the best voting right now happening. Go on and vote for all your local favorites, including the living room and Annie's Adventures for best social media influencer and best podcast. If you don't mind, please go and give me your vote. I would greatly appreciate it. We have 5 best of the best social media bloggers / social media influencers. I forget the title. From back in the day when they had the category, we closed it out. We got 5 in a row. They closed it out. Now they brought it back. I didn't know it was a thing last year. I know this year, so I'm trying to get you guys to go and vote. If you don't mind, I would appreciate it. Again, please vote for all your local favorites. I got tired of seeing Olive Garden winning pasta. Like, what is that?
Yeah.
And you do have to do a minimum of 25 votes in order for your vote to count. But if you have any questions, reach out to me. And thank you so much. If you have voted, I greatly appreciate you. There's an estate sale of the week this weekend happening. I just did a live feed on it on Facebook and Instagram today. Go and check those out. I'll post pictures on Friday. This stuff it's a huge estate sale, and there's more items coming out. Again, it's a Saturday and Sunday estate sale. I also have, let's see. Lowbrow. I just went and checked out that venue. It's amazing. They paid homage to the old venue with the aesthetics, but giving it the room that they need for a bigger crowd, because they bring some amazing bands in, and more people really should have the opportunity to go and listen to it. So now you do. It's a great venue. It's down on Texas Street, another new hot up and coming area in El Paso. I feel like Piedras and Texas Street are bumping right now. They're just going to keep getting better and better. I've been saying the last 5 years, these are the hot spots, and it's so cool to finally see it happening. So go take advantage of these venues and these locations. Go local as much as possible. If you guys need a featured post for your business, reach out to me. I just need a week's notice. I'm going to be in town till mid-June, so I'm here for a few weeks. We can get your business out there promoting. Just message me for details, and we'll get that going. And did I hit everything? Featured posts and marketing. If you need help in marketing, reach out to me. Thank you so much for following. As always, go local and tell them I sent you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
You can catch all episodes of Annie's Adventures with Annie Perez on most podcast platforms that you subscribe to: Spotify, iHeart, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Ivy.fm, and TuneIn.com. And you can always go to DialogueEP.com to check out all our podcasts. Thank you for listening.